Welcome back, everyone. We are playing some APA 8 ball against a Super 7 Nelson, who is a 665 Fargo. And that's exactly how you want to start, by giving him the ball on a scratch. Yes, this is a 665 Fargo, just the confidence he shows to take a long combination as opening shot. He does give me the opportunity to go and get an opportunity in this match. Just had opportunity twice. I don't care. It's late. Anyways, so I get a shot here on the 15. Wanted to make sure that it got clean and passed, so I was able to kind of just pick apart some of these balls. I have, I believe, the 13 right here in the side. And then right here, I see his 2 ball, and I want to keep it there because the more opportunities you get at this table, against somebody as good as Nelson, the better chance you get. But then I got a little aggressive, and not only did I hook myself, I pushed his 2 ball out. So played a safety here. You don't have to call it an APA, but I did play. I just wanted to get some little distance, try to cover up the 2 ball, but I overran that 15. Again, just kind of mistakes like that is not something you can do against somebody with the capacity against Nelson. He's probably, arguably, the best player in our entire pool hall. Again, a 665 Fargo. It is a 5-3 race. Thankfully, he just overran that a little bit, didn't get the breakout. So I do have an opportunity. I actually did strike this ball very well, but watch how quickly I get down on this ball to play a safety. And this is where I really struggle. I take my time. I forget to take my time, and I end up hitting the ball just hard enough to break out both his balls. And he can see the 5, he can see the 2, and he gets out here pretty cleanly. Love playing players like this. It's very frustrating at the time, but you get to see how you can improve and what is stopping you from ascending to the next level. And I'm a 435 Fargo, so he's about 230 points higher than me in terms of Fargo, so I'd love to see kind of what the difference is. And Nelson's awesome, man. I love to watch him play. So again, he's just going to kind of do his thing. He's going to make a very good cut shot here and make the 14 ball perfect pace to get on the 13 here. Again, he gets to make great positioning on this shot. I actually would have been looking at the 9 in that position and then trying to go for the 13s or the 10s. So the fact that he showed me that he can do it that way, I know I'm glazing him, but he's just an awesome guy and an awesome person to play against. So thankfully I got lucky. He pushed his stripe into the rail and was able to leave me an opportunity to get out here. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Was playing these positions pretty well. And then here's the problem, is that I love to overdraw things. All I had to do was really play a stop shot or a little bit of draw, and I was fine. But hey, I'm still in a good position, made the 6 ball, and I got so excited. I want to make sure I didn't scratch. I put inside on this ball. Was never going to scratch, but ends up throwing it, and I missed the damn 8 ball. So, of course, he's going to get good positioning on this shot. As you'll see, he doesn't get like a position that typically most people would give them the game. But I was so upset with myself. He even told me that I shouldn't have given him that. But I was so upset with myself missing that 8 ball, I decided to use it as a punishment. So, again, here we go. We are down 2-0. Again, race to 5. So now we both have to go to 3. I'm sorry, he has to go to 5. I have to go to 3. Dry breaks. And then I do have the opportunity to take stripes. Tried to break out this the 11 ball, but I made both of those balls, which I didn't want to make. I only wanted to make 1. And I just see where I was pointing, where I wanted the cue ball to go. Unfortunately, I overran it like I typically do. Again, one of my biggest issues. But I still have a shot on this 10 ball. Didn't take enough time with it, to be honest with you. And again, with that 13 kind of buried up, that's going to be an issue. He's going to try to break it out here shortly. As you can see, look at that perfect way to break it out. And then he's got the opportunity to kind of just pick these balls apart in the middle of the table, leaving his 3 ball as the last ball to set up for the 8 ball in the side pocket. Okay, so again, you can see that he takes his time here. Definitely something that I need to learn to do. Again, as he decided to take both those balls. I get a little lucky here because he rattles his pocket. If these tables weren't shit, that probably would have gone in. But decided to play a safety. I was able to lock him up behind the 8, and he did make a good hit. I actually got really close to making it, closer than I thought he would. And then I should have probably played some type of return, safety, or just focus on making the ball, but I was worried about the leave. Thankfully, got a little lucky, and he tries to go for the bank shot here. I pretty much could see as soon as he hit it that was going to miss it. He rattled that pocket. So, again, another opportunity for me to get out. Should have won the second rack or the first rack, whichever one's out. It should have been 1-1. It's 2-0. Got a perfect opportunity, Caleb. And then look what this dumbass does. I played inside. I don't know why. The cue ball was nowhere near where I wanted to play it. All I had to do was really hit center ball, make the ball, and I had the 8 ball really in any pocket. But I didn't, and so now it is 3-0. It should have been 2-1 me, and now it is 3-0. So here we go. He's breaking again, and being able to break and control the game is a huge advantage. But here's what I hate about APA. So he made a solid on the break. In most leagues, it is still open. So when he scratches here, it should still be open. But because he made a solid on the break, there's 2 solids down, it should still be open. But because it's APA, I have to take stripes and have a much more difficult out. So again, not that the starters or really any of the shots up top were difficult, but that 15 ball and the 13 ball are just a little bit more difficult than he's 7, 4, 1, and 2. So, just a little rant there. But I was able to get this past the 7 and then able to get a really good shot on this 12 ball. Looking back at this, I didn't realize this was a table run. This was a little off center, so I wanted to make sure I could just draw it over and get the 8 ball. But yeah, I was so pissed at myself at this point that I didn't realize that I had a table run tonight. So there was the table run. So I'm breaking now. Again, APA rant. I made a solid on the break. I would want to take strikes in the situation, but it wasn't a good break regardless. But tried to play a terrible safety, to be honest with you. Would have tried to go for the 9 or this 12 ball in the corner. And then he's going to take this 15 ball and just start picking them apart. Again, it's just so interesting to see the discrepancy between somebody who's a high school level player and someone who's trying to learn like myself. So as you can see, he did break out his balls there. Now he's got really everything out except he just tied up that 14 ball. So as soon as he did that, I was looking to make sure that I did not do anything to break that out. Keep that in mind for the future. So as you can see here, I thought the 13 went by the 7, but I guess not. So he tried to play a pretty wide bank, but giving me the opportunity to get back to the table. Just played a little draw shot here, and then, nice and easy to the 2 ball. Unfortunately, didn't get the breakout. I played it off the 5. As you can see, it's a little steep angle to play it into the side pocket. Wasn't even thinking about anything but the make, but what I should have seen, I guess, was this scratch. So all I had to do was not give him an opportunity to break out or move that 14, and that's exactly what he gets. So unfortunately, that's exactly what he's going to do here. He's going to take this 13 ball, break out the 14, and he's going to get out here very easily because, again, when you got guys who play this good, with the open table, it's pretty much over. So I thought he was going to scratch here, and as you can see, a sigh of relief and a little bit of a disappointment from me, but I shouldn't have to rely on somebody scratching to give myself opportunity to win. I think he draw breaks here. Yeah, I think he draw breaks here. So I'm going to be able to take the 14 ball and play a pretty good positioning on this 12 ball. Was able to get right in that pocket. Drew it over a little bit more than I wanted to. I wanted to take that 11 in the side, but that's okay. Just float that down. Thought I missed that at first, hit that a little thin, but I make that. In hindsight, I should have taken this 9 ball in the side pocket up. I missed it, and then got some APA slop, missed it, made the ball in the side pocket. I'm sorry, the corner pocket. Had the opportunity here. Wanted to play the 10 ball and then play the cue ball into the 2 ball, but unfortunately hit the 11 first. Tried to play a terrible cut bank, and he's gonna safety me here behind the 2. But just watch how fast I go to the table and shoot this shot. Like, it's not an easy shot to kick at this, and I should have taken more time. Should have gone behind the table and looked at the angle from behind the 11. But I decided to kick at it and just missed the 11, giving him a ball in hand again. So just seeing the mistakes that I've made throughout this match, it definitely flipped the script and the ending. Spoiler alert, I get my ass kicked. But yeah, as you're going to see, he's just going to pick apart the balls here. Nice open table for him to do so. So if you're still watching this video, I know it's a little bit of a longer one compared to the shorts that I upload, but I appreciate it. I appreciate the support and everything. You know, I love playing pool. I'm just looking to improve every single day. But again, when you see somebody of his caliber get an open table, even at this point, I was just sipping on my drink, hoping that he would miss, but he doesn't, and he beats me 5-1. So good game, Nelson. Always a pleasure, and thank you guys for watching.